In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the rear wheel bearings on this Buick Encore. These are going to be located behind the rear wheels. Let's get into it. We're going to remove the wheel, use a 19mm socket, take the lug nuts off. Take the wheel off. The axle nut is peened over a little bit. I'm just going to take a punch and just try to spread this out a little bit. Just make it a little easier to take it off. Just give it a tap. A little bit more. Good. Using a 36mm socket, take the nut off. I'm just going to take a punch, just give it a tap, make sure the axle is loose from the hub. That's good. We're going to take these bolts out on the flange, use a 15mm socket. You can twist this. Take the other ones out. And one more, that's 3. There you go, take those out. I'm just going to use a pry bar, just pry this out and go to the side and just use a punch and just tap the axle out. Grab the axle and it comes right out. Now I'm going to take the caliper and bracket off together. We're just going to take the 2 bolts out for the bracket, use a 15mm socket. Loosen these up. Just grab the caliper and bracket. Slide that off. I'm just going to use a hanger and just hang this out of the way. I'm going to remove that screw. Use a T30 socket. Take that screw out. Grab the rotor, pull it off. If it's stuck on, just tap in these locations with a hammer. I'm going to remove this shield. Use a 10mm socket. Take these bolts out. And the shield comes right off. We're going to take the wheel speed sensor out. Use a 5mm Hex socket. Just going to tap that in. It's a little bit rusty. And take this bolt out. And grab the sensor. Give it a wiggle back and forth. I'm just going to use some hose pliers. Just grab the sensor and just wiggle it back and forth while you pull it up. Just be careful not to break it. Pull that up, out of the way. Now I'm going to use a slide hammer to separate the hub. It's coming. you go. You can see the old race is still attached. We're gonna have to take that off before we reinstall it. Now we're gonna take these 4 bolts out. You can get these from the back. Use a 15mm socket. I'll loosen these up first. Loose. I'm going to take those out. When you go to take the last one out, you want to hold the housing, and that comes right off. With this in the vise, makes it a little easier to work on. I'm just going to use some snap ring pliers. I'll take this snap ring off. Just want to squeeze it. Just work that back and forth a little bit. I'm just going to use a straight blade screwdriver just to pry it out a little bit, just because this one's a little rusty. Try to work it out. There we go, pull that out. Now we're going to push the bearing through this way, the same way the snap ring was in. And we need a smaller cup or a smaller adapter than the bearing, so it's going to push the bearing through. You need a bigger one on this side, so a bigger cup that's bigger than the bearing. I'll tighten this down. And slide that out. You see the bearing is right there. I'm just going to use a wire brush, just clean this up a little bit. There's a lot of rust in here. All right, looks pretty good. Now take the bearing. You want to make sure the magnet side is going where the ABS sensor is, which is right here. So we're pushing the other side in. And when you do that, you can use a little bit of grease on the bearing if you want, just to help slide it in. And you just want to make sure you push on the outer portion of the bearing. So you want to find a cup that's big enough that's just going to push as far out as possible without ruining or damaging the magnet. And we'll use the press. Now, as I tighten this down, it's going to pull the bearing in. And you're going to do this till it bottoms out. And you can loosen up the tool. And that looks good, and it's all the way down. Now we're going to take the snap ring. You want to get this lined up. Make sure that's in the groove. And you want the opening right where the ABS sensor is going to go, or the wheel speed sensor. That looks good. To take the race off, I'm just going to use a whizzer wheel or a grinder just to make a relief cut. There we go. You can use a different type of puller. Once you get it pretty cut through, you should be able to crack it with a chisel. Just get in there with a hammer, just crack it. Once it's cracked, you'll be able to take it off this way. There we go. Comes right off. Slide that off. Now we're going to install the hub from this side, the side that does not have the ABS tone ring. This is the front side. And on the back side, where the bearing is, you want to use a cup or a adapter that's smaller than the race. This is the race of the old one. So it just fits in the race. Otherwise, you're going to pull the race through the new bearing. So set this up. As I tighten this up, it's going to pull the hub in. You want to do this till it bottoms out. All right, that's all the way down. Now remove the tool. Now it's all set. Now you're ready to install it on the car. Now slide the hub assembly back in place and get the bolts started. Now torque these bolts to 43 foot-pounds. Good. Take the wheel speed sensor, get that lined up, push that in, put the bolt in, and snug that down. Good. I'm going to take the shield, line this up, get the bolts started. And snug those down. If the hub surface is a little rusty, you want to clean that up with a wire brush. Ours is good. We're just going to use a little anti-seize, just a thin coat. It's good. I'm going to take the rotor, line that up, put the screw in. And just snug it down. good. Now take the caliper off the hanger, and slide it over the rotor. Get the bolt started. Now torque these bolts to 74 foot-pounds. Take the CV shaft, slide it up top first. Pull it down and go through the hub. Might have to twist it a little bit. And get this lined up, get the bolts started. Snug those down. I'm just going to use a pry bar just to prevent this from spinning and torque these bolts to 43 foot-pounds. Good. Put the axle nut on. Snug that down. Now we're going to torque this nut to 37 foot-pounds. I'm just using a pry bar just to prevent the hub from spinning. And then you want to go an additional 60 degrees. All right, that's good. Now I'm just going to use a chisel. We're just going to peen this over just to prevent it from loosening up. Just where the slot is, right there. That's good. Put the wheel on. Get the lug nuts started. Now we're going to torque the lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Go around again, double check. Now you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.